What's going on? It's Kate.
And Akaya.
And this is where it's at.
This is where it's at. Welcome back.
Welcome back, finally.
Yes, sir.
I think we should just rip it off like a Band-Aid. Really.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. It's been weeks.
Basically, Akaya and I up and left everything at home and moved to Florida.
Yep. We're in a new land.
New state.
New everything.
New climate.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly before we start that one of our earlier episodes was filmed in Florida, and from then until now, I literally feel like I'm in a different lifetime.
For real.
So
I feel like
much.
I think in the last episode we talked about like the possibility of living here, and we were kind of like, and now we're living here and it's crazy.
And it's happening.
Yeah, we've been here I've been here a little longer, but we're settled in, like we're properly living here now. So
Yeah, I've been here.
that's why we waited to record too. Like we wanted to be settled and know exactly what we wanted to say too when we were like actually living out a routine. So that's why it took so long, but we could not be more ready and excited. So
Yeah, I'm really excited to. This is like one of my. I've been anticipating this episode for like the
I'm turning
entire
towards you.
3 weeks that I've been here.
Yeah.
I think we should explain. I think we really should explain why we felt the need to move to Florida, why we wanted this change.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like I could take it away with that.
Go ahead.
I just think that you and I, because we didn't go away to school, we went to school, but we stayed home for school.
We never went away to uni.
Which I think was, I don't regret that at all. I think that was like a really smart choice for both of us. I think financially, and I think at the time,
Yeah.
when we were like 18,
Definitely no regrets on that.
I think it was the right choice. But I also think that staying in your hometown for that long, like you run the risk of, I don't know, having that hometown burnout.
Yeah.
And I think we reached that point
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me personally, I definitely think that being in my hometown was such a blessing for so long. And there's so many things I love about being home, the people, my job, everything.
Yeah.
But I think at a certain point you hit a ceiling, especially at this age.
Yeah, I think that was like the main reason for Kate and I both that we can agree on the most is just the hitting the ceiling aspect of the feeling, which we're going to get into more. But I also just wanted to mention that like 3.5 years of doing the same routine in every kind of aspect of life, like at this age is very crucial and like critical. Like I feel like we were low-key living like 45-year-olds at 20, 19 a little bit. Like obviously it was so much fun, but when you don't move around and kind of have that change at this age, I really noticed like a mundane feeling as the months passed.
Yeah, I think life just can become stagnant.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I was at. Like there was nothing wrong necessarily.
Yeah.
But I definitely really strongly felt like I wasn't growing. I wasn't gaining new experience. I wasn't learning more about myself. And those were things that I was craving so badly, but I didn't know how to get there.
Yeah.
And I think it took like literally ripping everything off like a Band-Aid and just being like, I need to up and leave. Like
Yeah.
there were so many reasons to stay.
Yeah.
But
And like we've talked about leaving our hometown for years. Like, and as you might know, Kate dreamt about going away to Florida like right after high school. And so that not happening was like such an interesting life. Like, oh wow, like I always thought that was going to happen and it didn't. So for years we were like, I'm so excited to move. I don't know when it's going to be, like anticipating it, but not really feeling ready. And literally till it took us like basically
3.5 years.
Yeah, and basically feeling like we had to get kicked in the ass.
Yeah, it took
Because
literally.
We didn't want to go. Like,
Yeah, it took a lot, really.
yeah. So let's talk about the ceiling feeling. I feel like we've used this term so much, just hitting a wall or a ceiling. So we're going to talk about what the hell that felt like at 21 years old in our hometown, which I never thought I would feel, to be honest.
Yeah, it honestly makes me sad.
Yeah.
Because when I was 16, 17, even 18, like I couldn't even fathom the idea of like wanting to really leave my hometown. Like I definitely did dream about it, but
Yeah.
like I was having so much fun.
Yeah.
And all of our friends
We were just
still
really
home.
comfortable. And basically I feel like we were comfortable, but our souls were beginning to be uncomfortable because we have so many kind of goals and dreams that we're beginning to get hard to even reach where we were. Like for me, I knew it was time to go when the things that normally would bring me like so much joy and happiness were starting to feel boring and mundane, or I'd be like not enjoying things I know I should be.
That's what I was saying. Like when I was 16, 17, I would do the same things I was doing at 21, 20, but I would always be like, why doesn't it feel as good as it used to?
Yeah, like trying to maybe like just continue those traditions and stuff and realizing, damn, like it's not hitting the same. It's kind of depressing. And it took a little bit of grieving for sure. Like I think the hardest thing about working on yourself working on yourself in an environment that you just can't move anymore in. Like it felt like I was growing like a butterfly, but I was in a little box and like my wings couldn't fly. Like I feel like I did so much growth in New York while I was there, like so much. And I'm so proud of myself, like mentally, spiritually, physically. I think me and you did as much as we possibly could in our hometown before we literally needed somebody like unlock the door and let us out. Like,
one of my things is that I wanted to say was I definitely felt like it was super frustrating, almost feeling like I had so much potential. We had so much potential as human beings in general, just in everything. But just that feeling of not being able to accomplish or reach that in New York was super frustrating.
Yeah, the frustrating feeling is so relatable because I always like to say as well that back then, like maybe a year or more ago, no, probably even 2 years ago, honestly, like 90% of my effort would take me so far. Like going to the gym and stuff like that was such a big deal back then because I was just getting used to it. But once it became an everyday routine, I was like, now when I put in that much energy, like I can only move an inch at a time, like very slowly. And that was beginning to be so annoying because I was just moving up like a bar.
Definitely like the progress pace was super.
Yeah, I just explained that so confusingly, slow. But the progress pace began to slow even though I was putting the same amount of effort in, if not more. Like I needed more effort to grow.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man.
I'm sorry, I got distracted because there's like fishermen everywhere around us and I feel like so awkward.
This always happens,
I feel like I want to re-explain that, but whatever. Another one is for you guys. The podcast was so hard to record in New York for that period of time. Like we got a few good episodes in, but we, number one, had to juggle our routines of work, relationships, family, life. We live 25 minutes apart in New York, which isn't too bad, but still it takes a lot of planning and effort. And when you wake up kind of feeling that like lack of inspiration kind of as to where you're living, it's like it takes just that extra mile to go out and record the podcast and actually put on a good face for it. Like,
yeah, I think environment played a huge part.
Yeah, there were so many times that we canceled on each other because we really weren't feeling it, and we never want to record when we're not feeling it. So we were like, fuck, like another week's gonna go by. But honestly, like I'd rather wait.
We also had like opposite work schedules, which
literally
was like incredibly annoying and difficult to work around.
Yeah. I also want to say a quote that always stuck with me towards the end of like pushing me to leave, which is just, you can't heal in the environments you were hurt in, which I don't believe fully actually. And I like really challenged that this past year because I was like, that's bullshit. Like try me. And I did, like I definitely did. And don't get me wrong, it's hard, but it's a necessary thing. I think running away from your problems or like things that stress you out isn't always the answer. It can help for sure, but I think there's so much growth that can happen in staying and actually challenging what it is that makes you uncomfortable where you are. But there was only, again, a certain amount I could get to
that you could do, really.
And then I was just like, okay, now I want to leave and come back to these environments feeling like a new person. Like one of the most exciting things for me is to be able to go back home in New York to environments that really would put me in so much like just anxiety really, and feel like I just found a newfound version of myself here. And that's what I'm like really looking forward to, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm really
Like, you know, when someone moves away for like, even if it's a year and they come back and everyone's like, wow, they have this like newfound little bit of glow to them. Like,
yeah.
that is such a cool thing and so special. And I'm so happy for people that do that because it really does change the course of your life, I think.
Let me just say that this all sounds like fun and dandy, but like when it really came down to it, leaving New York was probably
It was
The-
a breakup within itself, just like leaving home.
yeah, I mean, for a lot of reasons, it was so difficult, which I have here, but like, oh, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to go back to that month leading up.
Yeah, like we seem like we have our heads on, but there were a few weeks there where we were both dying.
I guess
Well, what was the one of the hardest parts about like
I just
actually
think-
getting in the car and leaving?
well, I just think that for personal reasons, the month leading up to, honestly, the 2 months leading up to us leaving for Florida were incredibly difficult. And then on top of that, you left
Yeah.
like 2 weeks before I was planning on leaving. So for the 2 weeks leading up to me coming to Florida, I was pretty much spending like every single day alone. I would go to work and go to the gym and come home and be with myself. And it was super, I felt like I was almost clawing my way out of New York. Like I just wanted to get to Florida so bad because it was so awful. I also left my job, which was the biggest heartbreak of my life. One of the biggest heartbreaks of my life. That was super sad and depressing.
Yeah, just leaving like a bunch of comforts at once was really crazy. Like both of our jobs, my family was probably the hardest for me. When that was different than me, I didn't get much time alone. Like I kind of rushed my way out to Florida and like didn't even have all my feelings together about everything. I kind of just went, like I went right after a snowstorm, which was really crazy. Like everyone was telling me different things, different opinions, if I should stay. I drove here alone, by the way. So like that was another like piece of the puzzle that was stressful a little bit. And I couldn't really focus on like, I wish I could have slowed down. And you were going so slow that it was
Yeah.
stressful.
I was so slowed down that I honestly was wishing that life would speed up for me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was going to say that like family is hard to leave when you depend on your family for so many amazing things. And for me, especially just so much comfort, emotional comfort and stability, obviously, and happiness, like true, like my family really was one of the only things keeping me so happy at home. If it weren't for them, I probably would have left so much sooner. And I always, like literally after, like in high school, the thought of leaving to go to college was like, absolutely not. Like I'm not ready to leave my family for so many reasons. And the fact that I grew enough to do that is still crazy to even like, I can't believe it. Like my family's just my everything. Like, like my family's my best friends. Like it was literally, yeah.
I feel like similarly, but different. I mean, obviously, I fucking love my parents to death. And like leaving them was also difficult, but it's like I know that they're always going to be there and they could always come visit me. So that wasn't hard for me. Genuinely, leaving my job was such a struggle.
Yeah.
I really felt like I had built a family
Because that's like
there.
your family, like more of your family too.
I felt like I had built a family there and I had been working there for 3.5 years. So it just became like my second home almost.
Yeah.
And obviously I never want to be the person that's like caught up in the same place for their whole life. So I knew I had to get out of there at some point. I just think that like, I don't think I realized how hard it would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a wreck. I was crying
Yeah.
on my last shifts. It was rough.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's also not like I know that I could always go back and visit. So it's not like it's the end of the
Well,
world.
you also
It's
spent
just-
like so much of your time there in the past
it
couple
just felt
years.
like the end of an era, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was super sad.
And everybody sending you off at work is like, was
Yeah.
so emotional. Even I was like, oh, I feel for Kate.
Depressing.
Yeah. Really
And I
sweet,
love everyone
though.
at the diner. So if you're watching,
Yeah. Love you.
anyway.
So how has it been now adjusting to Florida? Let's talk about, because we've gone through thinking about leaving, and then actually being here.
I just want to say I'm so excited about this one because I think I was so down bad in the last month of Florida or the month leading up to Florida that I so strongly believed that getting here would solve all of my problems immediately. Like I thought, I land in Florida, I'm fine. I'm happy. Life is good.
This was a
everything
big one. This was a big one.
works out.
I thought that leaving was going to like actually instantly solve all my anxiety, all my problems. Like I was going to become this happy, free, amazing version of myself as soon as I landed here.
Which was not the case.
It was not. If anything, it got worse before it got better.
Yeah, I think definitely being here like made me realize that I had even more to work on than I
Yes.
even realized before I left.
Yeah. I mean, I knew I was going to be facing some crazy, like, personal shit when I was here because it was the first really peaceful time alone that I've had in years. Like, I have a lot of siblings, so my house is just constantly moving, and there's always, there's always that feeling of, like, kind of like, not emergency, but just,
Chaos?
yeah. I guess when you have a big household, like, y'all know, like, so going from that to just boom, living alone was like almost, my body didn't feel right. I was missing that chaos and had to actually sit with myself and be like, wow, this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I definitely, I think I just was super anxious in my first, I've never had this much independence
Yeah.
from a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so I think my first week here, I was like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
I am alone and I have to figure this out. And like all of my emotions, I need to kind of work through myself.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels funny because like, it's not it like feels like a vacation because every time we come here so far, it's been a vacation. Like it's just fun for fun. But this has been like, it's a vacation like twice a week, it feels like, when we actually have days off and we're like, have a whole fun day planned. Every other day though, Kate and I have been like working on ourselves so hard to the point where it feels like it's a full-time job. And
Yeah.
it's great. That's a vacation to me. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel good that I'm not like just a college student kind of going away to Florida to party for 4 weeks, like, or a week.
Yeah, no, 4 years.
I said 4 weeks.
Bruh.
Brad, cut that out.
Cut that out.
No, I'm just kidding. We can leave it now.
Well,
Wait, I don't want to like shame people who are going away though on their. I'm gonna.
no shame to anybody who goes away to college. That's
Yeah.
just not our vibe,
Yeah, no,
right?
we're just dumb as fuck. No, what I'm saying is it feels weird to be in Florida, especially near like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, where people go to have fun and fucking let loose, like, and we're here to grind.
Yeah, I'm honestly proud of
Actually,
us.
there's a
We've
lot of
been-
grinders here too. Don't get it twisted. Like, obviously, there's so many people working so hard on themselves here. I've met so many amazing people and like have heard their stories about how hard they work to like basically all the self work they're doing right now, and it's been so motivating. And yeah, like it just has been crazy. We wake up early, we go to the gym, then this, then this, then that. Like we haven't had a second to even like. We don't
Yeah.
even scroll Instagram reels anymore. And it feels great.
I've been enjoying that so much, actually. Like that was something that I guess I wouldn't say struggled with in New York, but I definitely wasn't as locked
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
I am here with the gym and like my self-care routine and making sure that I'm reading and writing and eating healthy and shopping at Whole Foods all the time. Like it's just the things like that that make me feel so good about being here. It makes me feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because
Which brings me into the next topic, like suburbs. Living in the suburbs has been crazy.
oh yeah, it's pretty nice.
Like
actually.
for country girls, the shit is crazy. We can go out at 11 p.m. and get whatever we want. And I've never experienced that. What is in your mouth?
There's a hair in my mouth. I want to say something. Akaya was at work one day and I was alone and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I searched up malls near me and I went to the mall in Boca and there was a Skims store. And let me tell you, a lot of you might not give a shit about this.
She called me at work.
But at home, the nearest Skims is in New York City. All right. And if you know, you know, that's like a 2-hour,
True. Wow, I didn't know that.
Drive.
That's actually
I don't
crazy.
even know, 3-hour train ride. So the fact that there's a Skims less than 20 minutes away from my apartment
Yep.
is genuinely life changing.
You know, she had to cop it.
I'm so annoying, but Come on.
But the little joys like that.
Whole Foods?
Having a Whole Foods and having a Trader Joe's and all the stores that I love to shop at. Don't get me wrong, we've been going to Walmart like every day for most of our groceries, but for those like
the good stuff.
The good stuff. Yeah. Whoa. They threw a net.
They probably can see the fishermen behind us.
If you can, I hope they are catching lots of stuff. What are they?
I don't think they got a damn thing.
They're not even fishing, they're netting. Is that
That's
the word?
what fishing is. You just are using a different tool.
True, I guess. Okay. I was gonna say
I wouldn't know. I don't fish.
there's definitely less sense of community here, obviously, and that's been a big one for me. Like, I love it makes me appreciate home so much. Like, the fact that I can drive around is, I know this is such a burden when you are at home. Like, the amount of times that we complain that we can't go to Target or go to a gas station without seeing an op. Not that we have them, but like, you don't even want to see anybody, you know. Like, now I'm like, let me home, let me go to the nearest gas station, let me see everyone I know. What's up? I'm in this bit. Like,
I'm not there.
Okay, well, I'm just a social person, and I love our hometown, and I love the community in my hometown, and I love seeing people I know. I'm outgoing. That's, I guess, so going around here and not knowing anyone has been so like, had to make friends.
I love it. I go into Target and I don't give a shite.
Yeah.
I actually don't.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It is
knowing
great. It
that,
is great. Don't get me going. Yeah.
Bro, knowing that nobody in that John knows anything about me or who I am or what my name is, like,
Yeah.
even at the beach.
Kate and I have had a lot of people come up to us though in grocery stores, which has been like really funny. Like, we actually can't go to Walmart
or
at night
Publix
without people just coming up to us and talking to us about random stuff, and everyone here is so funny and like crazy. Like, there's
we've
definitely such a different sense of people here.
We definitely met some funny ass people.
Yeah.
Specifically in Publix. I've only had like experiences in Publix. Like,
yeah. We know like the sandwich workers.
the sandwich maker at Publix. Like, anytime we want a sandwich, we're just gonna go and
Shout
ask
out
for Jude.
Jude.
Or that
That's our
guy with the, when we were shopping for balloons, some fucking guy came up to us and he was like, "You should get the red balloons. They match my eyes."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you, the devil?" And then he had some crazy link in his bio, bro. Oh
yeah,
my
I was
God.
like, so we went to follow each other on Instagram so he could send us some fire Fort Lauderdale like R&B spots. And I go on this guy's Instagram. He got 5 followers and porn linked in his bio. And I was like, what the? This is not the vibe he gave off. That had us dying, bro. That was funny as fuck.
that was crazy.
But yeah, I was also going to say I had to go on a job search here.
Oh,
and
weirdo.
that was the bane of my existence. That was probably the hardest week because Kate wasn't here. Luckily, I have family here. Like, my brother lives here. So that saved me. But bro, every job I've ever had, I got through someone I know or just
Mutuals
got
at
given
home, yeah.
to it. Like, literally just given a job. Oh, hey, yeah, come work for us. And it's been the best job. Like, just great experience. I thought that I would come here and immediately hand out my resume and people would be like, yeah, we need you right now. No, bro, I was crying in my car every day for like a week. Like, that shit is not for the weak. It really battens down on your soul when you go in and you have to do an interview and you really get hope and they're like, and you need to work. Like, I really needed to start working when I got here and I just couldn't. And I was trusting the universe. I knew it was coming, but it was hard. And now that I finally got a job, I look back at the places I almost worked at or I like trained at and they just weren't the one at all. And I'm like so grateful because it's everything I wanted and more. And I love my new job and my coworkers. And I'm only going to be working for a little while, but it's great money and really fun. So that was crazy.
Yeah, I've definitely gone into a few cafes and like I'm not like in a rush.
Yeah. You're less inclined to work, more inclined to recover from work that you just did, I feel like.
Yes, but I also did, like, when I first got here, I went to a couple cafes and every single time they were just like, yeah, go on Indeed, go on Indeed.
Yes.
So I went on Indeed
God.
and
if
I'm
I
like,
hear one more person say go on Indeed, there's applications, I'm like, forget it, bro.
yeah, I'm just like on to the next because I'm not even going to bother with fucking Indeed. I don't even like.
Yeah. Another thing I was going to say is I really noticed about myself here that I really am enjoying is just like all of the time, a lot of the time that I used to spend like thinking and daydreaming and kind of like overthinking in New York now has been put into action. Like, anytime I'm sensing myself overthinking or like getting too worked up about the future or past or whatever it is, like I've just been moving. Like, it's just the best remedy is action. And I
Yeah.
haven't stopped doing that, and it's really retraining my brain on how to like get out of a funk that you're in. Don't let it ruin your day. Like, just immediately go make something to eat, or just kind of like put that angst into something.
Yeah, I think that is like the biggest thing that I've been trying to do here, and something that has been really nice being here is like I'm doing things that I would always wish I was doing in New York. I just never had the motivation to do it. I've been reading. I've been locked in on a diet. I've been working out every single day. I've been trying to get in the sun every single day because I'm so much more confident when I'm tan.
Yeah, we've been running. We've been...
Yeah, just so many things. I'm also really trying to like slow down and spend time alone and heal from things and figure my life out. And I'm really happy to be doing that here. Like, it's been so amazing. I'm so grateful. Everything about Florida has been, aside from the adjustment week, that was a little stressful, but
yeah, I still feel like I'm adjusting, honestly, slowly. I feel like the last weeks that we're here, I'm going to be like, wait, no, I'm ready to stay. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'm still missing home and still like a little bit uncomfortable every day.
Maybe we'll end up moving here for good.
I know.
We're only here for 2
Maybe.
months. I don't think we said that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it for today. We just wanted to give you guys like a serious sit down talk about what the hell is going on. And this is where it's at. Florida. And we're back, and we cannot wait to keep in contact with you guys weekly because we have so many great things planned, and we hope everyone
22 in 2 days. Just had to shout that out because next time we film
22 and 2.
you'll probably be 22.
Damn, that's actually, this is my last episode at 21.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Wow. Sad.
Soak it in.
Happy birthday to me in the future, and I hope everyone's doing as well as they can be doing in the place that they are at, and just know that life can always change and you can always grow no matter what, and sometimes you have to really go through the hard shit before it gets better.
Yes, sir.
Never forget it. Everyone could use that reminder.
Never forget it. It's never too late to change.
Never forget it.
Something.
Something
I
or
love
other.
trying to give like motivational shit because I'm just so unserious right now. But seriously,
I feel like that's our thing.
I'm being serious.
Unserious motivation. That's so fucking serious.
My headband is so tight around my head that it's causing me serious
We're about to
headache.
go make food,
Oh,
which also I've been cooking every night for us, and it's been amazing.
and I've been eating every night.
Oh my god, I get to cook Kate and I dinner every night, and we're just like each other's housewives, and it's really adorable.
I do the laundry.
Yeah, she'll do the laundry while I'm
I
cooking.
always be doing the laundry, man.
And then we watch a movie, and then we go to bed early because I have to wake up at. I have to work so early tomorrow. I actually want to cry. Anyways,
that's the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, it
And don't
actually means
stop
a lot.
grinding.
And subscribe.
Like,
Comment, subscribe. Goodbye, everyone.
bye.